Hey guys, how's it going? This is Josh with Never Satisfied Tech. We're a new tech channel, and I have a quick review here for you of the OnePlus Buds 4, as well as some information about our channel. So these are some great earbuds by OnePlus. I really enjoy these. I've had these for about 2 weeks now, and I'll kind of do a comparison here with the Buds 3, and just to kind of show you, these are the Buds 3 Pro. They kind of have gone away from this kind of square box style that has a large open top to this more kind of pebble shaped style, just like the 3 Pros. Now, obviously, I don't know if it comes through on camera, but the 3 Pro case is a little bit more premium. The sound quality is a little bit better, obviously, but you're paying a little bit more, so you're paying for that extra premium. The new kind of pebble shape, especially in this color called Storm Gray, reminded me, if any of you out there are old enough like I am, to remember the Motorola Pebble Smart, it wasn't a smartphone, the Motorola Pebble phone from about 20 years ago, maybe even a bit longer than that. I'm kind of aging myself. But it was kind of nostalgic for me to kind of see, this kind of shape in this color. It also comes in another color called Zen Green. It's a light green. I decided to go with the Storm Gray because I'm just not a big fan of light green. If I'm going to get a green something, it's going to be dark green or emerald green, kind of like they did on the OnePlus Buds Pro 2. So let's do a little comparison with the OnePlus Buds 3 here. I've talked about how they've kind of changed to this kind of style of case already. But let's go ahead and look at the buds themselves. So as you can tell, on the Buds 3, it was very glossy and very round. There are capacitive buttons on the stems, but on the 3, it was really hard to tell where that spot was because there's not really a marker. I mean, there's a marker you can see, but if they're in your ears, you really can't feel this spot very well. On the 4, they've gone to a different design. They've gone to more of a pill-shaped design here, and I don't know if you can see it real well on camera, but there's an indentation area where the capacitive button is, and that actually makes it so much better to be able to feel to when you want to turn on the ANC, turn off ANC, skip tracks, etc. I really like this change. This is a very smart change on OnePlus's part. Now let me give you a couple specs about these before I give you my honest opinion on them. And this is all information that is from OnePlus and their website, obviously. So you have dual DAC for enhanced audio quality. It supports LHDC 5.0 codec for high resolution audio. You got AAC codec support for compatibility with Apple devices, 3D audio software, active noise cancellation, as well as a little bit of hybrid noise cancellation. So if you have it on transparency mode, which it also has, and the wind's blowing or there's something loud around you, it'll automatically go to ANC for you. Has a mic setup on these with AA-based call noise reduction. And OnePlus is claiming that it has 200% improvement in noise cancellation for human voices compared to the 3. Now, this is what I'll say about that. Is it 200%? I don't know if it's exactly 200%. I will say this, that I did a little experiment with these. And when I say experiment, I mean I called my wife from my phone using the 3 and then using the 4. So real scientific, I know. But she could tell a huge difference between the 3 and the 4. The 4 was much, much clearer. So again, 200%, I don't know, but the proof's in the pudding, and these were just much clearer. She could hear me much, much better. On the battery life, you have up to 45 hours of total playback in the case with ANC off. With the earbuds alone, up to 11 hours with ANC off. With ANC on, it's about 24 hours in the case and about 6 hours with just the earbuds alone. They also include, like a lot of OnePlus does, I say a lot, all of OnePlus and Oppo do, fast charging. So there's Super VOOC charging on these. 10 minutes will give you approximately 11 hours of playback with the charging case. Full charge time is approximately an hour, which is fantastic. That's one reason why I really enjoy OnePlus and Oppo devices, because, you know, if you're out somewhere and they go dead on you, hey, in 10 minutes you have 11 hours. You know, I'm sure, you know, you divide that by 2, in 5 minutes you probably have, you know, 5 to 6 hours, which is great if you're just at the gym and you just need something for that little bit of extra workout. I don't know why other companies, especially here in the United States, haven't adapted this kind of technology. You know, Apple, Google, Samsung, it's 2025. You need to get with the program. Bluetooth 5.4 with dual device connect. And let me tell you, that impressed me so much at work today. I walked through about 5 or 6 rooms, you know, in between walls and tons of walls and insulation, everything. And these, you could still hear the music just fine. The capacitive button worked just fine. It really shocked me how well that Bluetooth worked. I forgot to mention on the charging, there's no wireless charging on these, but, you know, at the price point and how fast they are at wired charging, you know, do you really need it? No. IP55 dust and water resistance, you know, they're good for a light sprinkle, you know, going to the gym. You know, there's some features on here. They have something called a golden sound profile, where when you have them in, it'll do like an ear test, like kind of an ear scan that gets the right EQ made, you know, for your ear. I use it, works great. Sounds really good if you use that. Again, I think I said AI translation. It supports real-time two-way voice and face-to-face translation. In-ear detection for auto pause and play. If you have a OnePlus device or an Oppo device, all the features that these earbuds have are baked into your Bluetooth settings. You know, turning ANC on, how high you want ANC, etc. You know, how you want all the taps to work, if you want to change stuff up that way. If you have another Android device or an Apple device, you can get the Hey Melody app. It's not really a secret anymore, but it has all the features on the Hey Melody app. So there you go. You can just download that app and it'll be able to use it. So those are kind of all the specs and the breakdown. Let me give you my honest opinion on these. These are fantastic. $129. That's not that much. There's some earbuds out there that cost, you know, over $200. These for $129 are absolutely amazing. Do they sound as good as the 3 Pro? Not as good, but you're paying more for these. For these, I use these at work, and let me tell you, these are fantastic. The sound that they make, you know, the bass on it is very punchy. The treble is very clear. The mids are exactly where I think most people like their mids to be. It's not too muddled or too loud. It comes in really, really well. And for the price, like I said, $129, it's really hard to beat. And most of the time, OnePlus has some kind of coupon on there that you can get them down for less. I think for the longest time, they might even still have it. I'll have to look a little later, but you know, you got a coupon for $30 off. So it brought it down to about $100, $99. For that price, man, these stamp of approval, bonk. These are fantastic. So go out and buy you a pair. You know, full disclosure, I have been a OnePlus fan since the beginning. I think my first OnePlus phone was the OnePlus 3T. And ever since then, almost every time they've come out with a new device, I've bought it. My current phone right now is the Oppo Find N5. I love it so much. I actually bought it from Average Dad Tech. I recommend you buy from Average Dad, from Mike. That being said, you know, that was my review on these. They're fantastic. Go buy you a pair. If you know someone has a birthday coming up that needs a good pair of earbuds and you don't want to spend too much money, but you want a good pair for them, get these. They are great. So let me give you a little information about our channel. We are called a Never Satisfied Tech, meaning we are never satisfied with the state of technology. Everything is always growing. Technology is constantly changing at a very, very fast pace now. Every year, or even every 6 months now, the cell phone you have is not obsolete, but there's always something new. And that's kind of what I want our channel to be. We're always on the search for that new tech, and we want to give you real, honest reviews on devices, and not just phones, but a lot of different things. I have a video that I'm going to do here soon of an unboxing and a review of a cold storage crypto wallet. So anything and everything as far as technology. As far as phones go, I really like the approach that Mike from Average Dad and Adam from Tech Odyssey have, where they give you their blunt, honest review of the device. They show you the device, they give you the specs, they tell you their opinion, and they tell you where you can buy it. They don't, there's not a lot of sponsorship involved. They don't get paid to say, here, use this device because it's awesome and it's really not, a good device. So I really respect them for that, and I really like to emulate that on this channel. So if you have any ideas for things that you guys would like to see me review, please put them in the comments. Please like and subscribe. And if you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them down there. All right. Well, have a great day. Peace.